Good afternoon. In this video, I want to briefly look at the issue of General Epistles again as part of the church. It's going to be a very short video. That's the main comment. It said the book of Hebrews is written because Paul mentions priesthood in there, and he's showing the Jews that the greatest priest, the high priest, is Jesus Christ, or after the order of Melchizedek. It's a permanent priesthood, and of course, the idea in 1 Peter 2 is that every Christian is a priest. It means you have direct access to God. So if you take out 1 Peter, that means, and they just want to go from Romans to Philemon. They're denying the priesthood of the believer, which is the basis of the Reformation. That's what these guys, these nuts are telling you people. That 1 Peter 2:5 is not for you. And they go, oh, well, look at book. He's into the Hebrews. Oh, so God doesn't want Gentiles saved in the tribulation. He's just right. He's right. Just saying he wants the Jews to say. Paul is right to Hebrews to get Jews saved because he had a burden for them, and God allowed him to write to the Hebrews to point out to them that what they were depending on, which was good, couldn't save them. It was never meant to save them. The law can never save them. Somehow these faith works guys think that people can get into heaven without. With their works, and none of the works made them perfect. The only thing that makes you perfect is believing in what God told you to believe in, faith. That's your only thing. And so your works, the perfection of the faith that they're talking about showed their maturity. It wasn't their salvation. They did that because they were saved, not in order to get saved. But 1 Peter 2:5, ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifice acceptable to God by Jesus Christ. And then 2:9, and ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people. And this is what I talked about in Matthew 21. That was what was taken from the Jew was the kingdom of God and given to another nation. That's the church. But the kingdom of heaven wasn't taken away. That's what these guys at Anderson, they fouled up. Yeah, it was given. The kingdom of God was taken away. That was a spiritual kingdom. The Jews lost that, but they haven't lost their physical inheritances. That ye should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. So that's what this guy is going. Oh, Paul never mentions a priesthood, so therefore let's throw out the word priesthood. The Christians are priests now because Paul doesn't mention it. Well, Peter mentions it. So what these guys are getting at, they're taking your priesthood away from you. because Peter wrote about it and Paul didn't write about it. And then they get up the idea of the James. The 12 tribes, I think he's talking about it that's like a self-evident truth. Yeah. Dispersed, 12 tribes. James is writing to Jews. John 7:35 tells when the Lord says he was going to leave and depart, they said, where's he going to go? He's going to go among the dispersed. The Jews were dispersed throughout the Roman Empire. Acts 2 shows that. These guys look at the heading and say, well, see that? That just proves what we said. It's Hebrews. So I'll stop, put this up. I'll be dealing more. I'm going through the Stoffel book, which is very good. Gives a lot of the Ezekiel issues and pointing out these faith work nuts. I call them nuts. Because you can't get to heaven with your works. I need to go to Kim and see what Kim is talking about getting Abraham's bosom. They got all kinds of gimmicks. What they're saying is the guys got in Abraham's bosom by their works. And they try to show up, false things. They say, well, see, their faith is, like your faith. And see, they didn't get the two natures and they didn't get, the adoption and they didn't get this. Yeah, we know that. But it doesn't mean they won't regenerate. It doesn't mean they didn't get imputed righteousness. It doesn't mean they weren't justified at the point of faith. That doesn't mean that. There are some things that are different, but not everything. And that doesn't mean you just creates a vacuum where works come in. Works were part of their personal righteousness. That was their walk. We see that with John the Baptist's parents, who they were considered, in regard to the ordinances, perfect. Were they sinless? No. So what I was going to get them to heaven. I'm going to stop, put this up, and we'll deal more next week about this issue and this faith works lie and this warmly dividing, where they chop up the General Epistles, or chop them away from the Paul's epistles. Now they're taking the priesthood away from you. So don't, or you mid-trib guys, mid-acts guys, you're not believe a priest, because Peter talked about it. So you can't talk. You're not believe a priest. That's not talking about you. The whole idea of a priesthood, and the guy said, one of the guys up there said, yeah, priesthood is never mentioned, by Paul. Well, all Christians can consider themselves priests, believer priests, with direct access to God. That's why we don't need a priesthood. That's why we don't need a priesthood. But according to these guys, you're not a priest. They would take that out. And of course, Ruckman guys, they go in and they just pick and choose. Oh, we like that one. We'll take that one. So, but these that's according to the mid-trib guys, the mid-acts guys, they would just take away the priesthood, because they said, well, all the epistles from Hebrews on to, General Epistles are not for us. So let me put this up. Amen. Thank you.